I'll see you in a little while.
Yeah, you hurry
Kiss,
home.
kiss. It's a Monday. It's pretty chilly out here this morning. Good morning, Ruby. A couple times since we've gotten Ruby back from service, I get in and it says it's on Maryann's profile, but it's way too far back for me. So I don't know what's happening to my profile, but it doesn't seem to be saving it correctly right now or doing. I had adjusted after service, and that was on me because I didn't think to hit restore. I don't know why the guys didn't switch it to the guy profile, because they probably could have got in and out with the guy profile, but I get mine was too close. Anyway, there's no restore this morning, and my seat is like almost in the dawn position. It's 43 and it's cloudy out there this morning, very cloudy. I think we're supposed to get up into the low 50s today, so the temperature is not going to climb a lot. It's a little drearier than I would like to see for a Monday morning for sure. Johnny and I have started a new post-apocalyptic book series. This Bobby Acart is a writer that we've listened to, read before. It's definitely interesting. Well, speaking of Mustangs, I'm parked over here at the church. I was taking a minute to look at our calendar to see what we had going on this week. It's not too full, so that's good. I know Wednesday night we need to come for the Beta Club induction ceremony that we came for last week, but is really this week. And yeah, so yesterday we did make good progress. We had a good number of the team show up, and we practiced doing the robot run faster and making sure more people on the team were trained to do it. You know, where to start the robot, what program to run, what order to run them in, that kind of thing. And I worked with some other team members that weren't immediately doing that on getting the project presentations ready. But we haven't, and also the code review design stuff ready, but none of the stuff's been printed and it hasn't been mounted on the trifold board, and there's a team information sheet that still needs to be filled out, and I've got to get back permission slips from the parents, and trust me, there is a lot of stuff to get done for this, for the competition that's coming Saturday this week. So I'll be trying to plug along on that. Tomorrow at our regular robotics, they really need to practice the project presentation, like coming into the room with the trifold, the individual team members talking about the information they've been asked to learn / memorize. So yeah, it's going to be a busy week. All for the goal next Saturday at competition, yeah. We do have to be down there in Smithfield at 7:15 a.m. for team check-in, so I'm going to have to get up Saturday morning like it's a school day, and it really does go until about 4 or 5 in the afternoon, so it is a long day. But yeah, so that's what'll be keeping me hopping this week. Otherwise, that's enough, right? Not too much going on this week. So Don and I did watch the Ford Mustang Mach-E reveal last night. I'm not sure what to say or not say about it this morning, to be honest. I don't want to say anything wrong, but I guess I want to say something. So it looks like a great car. I like the exterior and the interior. It's definitely more than a compliance car. I thought the reveal was a little odd. The executives that were part of the reveal, they looked uncomfortable. That's just my opinion. Maybe excited but uncomfortable, a little awkward. I know folks have sometimes, you know, implied that Elon is a little awkward when he gets up there to speak. These guys were more so, in my opinion. It was 30 minutes before they showed us the car. All of the Mustang history for the non-Ford contingent was maybe a little much. I did not like the when they brought the GT gas cars out there and they had the electric car go in the other direction and then try to catch up with the gas cars going in the, I don't know, just like if you're gonna have a drag race, let's just all put them, I mean, I don't know, are they like trying to like, yeah, it's pretty fast, but we don't want to show you it can beat these cars, or yeah, it's pretty fast and we know we can beat these cars, but we're not going to show that, or I don't know, I just didn't get what the point was there. And I was, I guess, a little disappointed to see when they were giving the test drives, because we jumped over to someone that was live streaming from the press event, from the reveal event, that they had the gas cars out there next to the Mach-E, or may have been giving, I don't know if they were giving test drives in them, but it was there at the place where folks were lining up to get in the Mach-E to go for their test drive. It's like, just let it have its moment. Don't put the gas cars out there too. I don't know. I just would have chose to have done that differently. You know, I thought there were a lot of cues from Tesla. Obviously, the vertical screen, the white interior really stuck out to me. I like the red on the black, and I think it was black stitching or red stitching on the white. I like the little extra colored stitching on their seats. I thought that was a nice add-on there. But there was, you know, quite a few design cues from Tesla, I thought, which, you know, flattery is a big compliment, right? But it looks really serious. I know if we all do the math, all of us Tesla people that know about efficiency and have been studying electric car stuff for a while now, we know that 300 miles off of a almost 100 kilowatt pack, 98 point something pack, is not particularly efficient, especially probably given that this is a smaller car than the Model X. But, you know, they got to start somewhere, and efficiency is not the only thing that matters. You know, this is their first entry in, and Tesla's been fine-tuning for a long time, so Ford and these other companies that are putting their EVs out there, they'll be fine-tuning too, and I'm sure they'll get that number down as they move forward. So I wouldn't get held up on that. I would just look at it as that 300 mile range is really solid. It'll get you where you need to be comfortably for one day, probably for 2 or 3 days. So that's great. I sort of questioned the wording around the network. Yeah, largest network out there or whatever, but they don't really own the network. I don't know if I like the way they worded that when they said it. My Tesla pride may have shown there a little bit. But clearly now with the Electrify America and some of the other business relationships Ford has made, there is a lot of charging out there for Mustangs. And I agree with Ford that people that would want to buy it should not be concerned about where they're going to charge it, because the charging infrastructure in the last 2 years for non-Tesla EVs has exploded due to the Electrify America settlement, and also other businesses that, you know, realizing that there was some real money to be made in putting charging infrastructure out there. So I would just take away that 300 or even the 200, the smaller battery packs. That's plenty, you know, that's a solid amount of range. I love that they can talk to the car. Designing and then day-to-day real life, how good it works, we'll see, right? But you know, I've always wanted Amazon Alexa, or I would even take Google Home. Yes, Alexa, I know you heard me. I still have the auto device from Amazon hooked up here in the car. But, you know, I've always wanted that in my car. I want it to act like Kit. I want to talk to the car. So I thought that was a super cool feature if in, you know, reality it works as good as a promo video would show it. You know, we have some voice commands in the Tesla when we press a button, and they more or less work sometimes. So, you know, let's see, advertising and a promo is not day-to-day use, and we'll see how it goes. But I like that feature. I wish Tesla would add it. I want, like I said, my car to act like Kit. So I don't know, it looks pretty good. Don and I were out there on a configurator last night just to see, and it was somewhere between 56 and 58, depending on if you got the rear-wheel drive large battery or the all-wheel drive large battery. I liked that we did not place a deposit. We were just going through. On the very last screen before you would put in your credit card information, there was a lot of details about what the features were in the car. Like, I'm going to say somewhere between 10 and 15 bullet points worth, and that would made for really interesting reading. So you might want to play around with the configurator. Let's see, I was going to say one other thing. And I really did like the comment or the little clip that they showed. Well, they didn't actually show it performing well in the snow or bad weather, winter weather, but they talked about it performing well in that weather. You know, the Tesla video where the guys are out on the ice, and I think it was Norway, drifting around and having fun, was a real clip of demonstrating Tesla performance in the bad weather. But I know that I've talked to a few people that don't seem to understand just how good an electric car can handle icy, snowy road conditions, not accounting for possibly how low to the ground it would be. That could be a problem in snow drifting. But you know, we know, as Tesla people know, that people in Norway drive the car like a lot of the cars, and it performs really well in winter. So maybe Ford can make some strides there in explaining to people that you don't want to avoid electric cars in wintry conditions, but maybe want to embrace them for extra added stability and traction control and that kind of thing. So I thought that clip was good. The people in the car going around the track, the race car driver, the actress, and whoever else was in the car, show some tire smoke next time, some drifting, some fun stuff. I think our friend Kyle from Out of Spec Motoring could have really shown, you know, how the car could perform on the track. It was a little lackluster, I guess. I wanted to see tire smoke. I wanted to see the electric car impress the petrol heads that are used to their loud tire smoke producing cars. I wanted to see that. So, but you know, I think they had a good launch, and I think it's a good car, and the reveal does not make the car does not make the reveal. I don't know. And next time, Ford, how about not doing the reveal in Hawthorne? Just as a courtesy, that probably would have been the right thing not to do. It is really hard to get out of Ruby when I'm so warm in there and it's so cold out here. But I need some sheet protectors and a different kind of glue. So I need to go into Walmart this morning. It's my best opportunity today to go in. Now that is a lot of toys. I wonder if there's any Hot Wheels. Well, character cars means Pixar's cars, but this is the box I would be interested in. I wanted to print 4 pictures that I airdropped to my phone last night, so they're right near the most recent photos on my phone. But this thing is sorting them by date taken, and these were taken months ago, so how would I find them amongst 5,000 or 10,000 other photos? So I guess I'm not gonna print them this way. I did manage to look in a few of those Hot Wheels boxes, and it was Toy Story cars and cars and boxes of like 10 car packs, and I didn't see any loose cars. I suppose now I'm gonna have to go back and check after they have had time to put that out. I would have asked for help, but there was no one around putting the stuff out. Those boxes were just kind of sitting there. So some of them were already open. I don't think I was the first person to look. It's hard to see, but if I'm counting correctly, all 3 backyard outdoor cats are in the same little bed out there with Doug's taking up a good part of the bed. It's raining here now. Yeah, so I think we're gonna miss our projected high temperature. It's 46 out there, and obviously it's raining, and it looks like winter. Can you tell I'd like to see the sun and some slightly warmer, less windy temps return? I definitely would. I hope they're not wrong about later in the week. So Dawn is devastated, just devastated.
Oh, I'm heartbroken. You just don't understand.
Just to know that it is cold and raining out there, and that she probably shouldn't run today.
Yeah, I should just stay safe and warm under my blankie.
So I'm trying a whole chicken in the Instant Pot.
Oh, okay.
I hear it's supposed to come out really good. Dawn is not a big roast chicken person, but we're going to give it a try, right? Yeah. We got to try it.
Yeah, I put enough barbecue sauce on it.
Dawn.
What if it's not good? Yeah.
Well, let's assume that it's going to be great.
Yeah, I don't put barbecue sauce on fried chicken, by the way.
See you later. Yeah, I'm dropping Johnny off here at the Taekwondo school, and I smell like chicken because I was doing all that browning of the chicken in the kitchen. Well, the chicken fell apart taking it out of the Instant Pot, and I think that's the right answer. I was able to make some nice gravy from the drippings underneath the chicken.